Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, Man with No Credibility. On this channel, I'll be sharing my unqualified opinion on many different subjects. As you can tell from my name, I'm not an expert in any field whatsoever, but I read books and listen to audio of actual professionals and plagiarize their words to sound like one. I'm not sure if you notice or not, but this is not my actual voice. This is an AI voice that is speaking these words. It's not that I'm afraid of hearing the sound of my own voice, it's just that I can't afford a proper microphone, but that probably won't stop me from giving you financial advice. One thing I want to make sure to my viewers, if anybody even sees this video, is that I don't want anyone to take anything I say too seriously. As previously stated, I am not an expert, I just like to talk. Also, I do not think it is healthy to fall into the trap of believing anything a person says just because you follow them. Having your true, honest opinion gives you the most important freedom, the freedom of thought. This trait prevents you from being brainwashed, manipulated, and living someone else's life. One of the more better examples of this is cults. Cult leaders are some of the most charismatic people you will see, and their followers are some of the most devoted. An example of this would be the Heaven's Gate cult. Founders Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles believed that they had to fulfill their destiny of taking them and their followers into a higher existence. When reading a sentence like, taking themselves into a higher existence, you might be thinking, oh, they probably meant taking high amounts of LSD. Nope, they meant mass suicide. Heaven's Gate believed that the world was ending, and that an alien spacecraft was arriving near Earth. And the only way to join the alien spacecraft was to, quote, leave their human bodies. Now, from an outside perspective, you're probably thinking, that is the dumbest thing I have ever heard. How can anybody believe that? Well, one thing you have to remember is that the Heaven's Gate cult began in the early 1970s, and the mass suicide took place in 1997. During those years, they had a lot of members from the very beginning. When you are so devoted to something for so long, you'll reach a point that you'll never question anything the leaders say. A simple, independent thought could have saved one's life in that scenario and potentially more. Now, this YouTube channel probably won't turn into a cult, although I wouldn't mind because I would make some money to buy a microphone, but there are more cults than you think. Look at the political landscape, left versus right. Members of the left participated in the BLM riots that cost billions of dollars of damages and 25 people dead. Members of the right raided the Capitol building. As I am making this video, the Israel and Palestine conflict has reached a pinnacle point in their history, and the world is divided between the two, and has resulted into chaotic protests that have led to many assaults on both sides. My point is, at the end of the day, your independent thought is more important than you think, and instead of trying to solve the world's problems, you should focus on your own, and you can start by improving the most simple thing, your thoughts. Also, another way is to subscribe to my YouTube channel and Substack, Man with No Credibility. Thanks for watching, and I hope you tune in for more.